Well, I guess attention duelists, casual duelist here. Happy Saturday. Hopefully you guys are enjoying so far the tournament for the 3 times Streets of Battle City. Again, we will go back into that starting on Monday. Today I wanted you guys to take a peek with me at the brand new Crimson King structure deck. I got mine for 12 each. Got the 3 packs of the deck. This way we could do our 3 times of this. And maybe we can coax Celestial into playing against the 3 times structure with one of my other builds that happen to be laying around the dungeon. But let's check this out. This is like the first time that a structure deck, like an actual structure deck, has featured a duelist from the series as part of the box and as part of the strategy, sort of. Jack Atlas will be the first. Just about every other one that has had this has been considered to be a starter deck, which just means less powerful. Again, we're still doing the 25th year, quarter century logo on everything. That'll probably continue through the end of the year. So we'll probably see that on the Fire Kings Reloaded in December. And even though this channel is, of course, mostly speed duel, because again, this is going to draw in more than just the speed duel crowd. This channel is mostly speed duel, but we will feature some of this as well. Good box, great box. It feels a little smaller than decks have been in the past. We've got a good list here. We have one that's listed as a promo. Can't wait to see what that's about. It looks like 9 synchros. Oh, I guess it says it right there. 9 synchros. We've got a lot of names that we've seen before. But let's get this thing open. Let's take a peek, shall we? So let's just go ahead and we'll take the top off. And the first thing that slides out will be our playmat. And I'm going to assume it's just a big version of what we saw as far as... Oh, it's just kind of a half version. So it's going to have one of our dragons right there. That's all good. Again, red dragon. Ooh, that was a nice flare up. Got the normal, like these are the ways that you can like power up the deck. It's all good. We're just going to go ahead and toss that over to the corner of the table. So again, that's pretty standard fare as far as Konami packaging. Oh my goodness, I'm going to have to tear this box. I do apologize. That seems to take a little bit longer. So we've got our deck. We'll get the nice, easy to open, like a little rip strip on the back. It's very hard to see. You can kind of see where the glare cuts out. And I'm going to guess that at least this resonator here is going to be a new card. So we'll probably be featuring this. This will be the Soul Resonator. So Fiend Tuner, again, we're going to be doing a lot of synchros, so we're going to need a lot of tuners and non-tuners. When normal or special summoned, you can add a level 4 lower Fiend from the deck to the hand with a different name. You can also not special summon from the extra deck except Dark Synchros. If a card or cards you control would be destroyed by a card effect while you control Red Dragon Archfiend or a Synchro monster that mentions it. Again, this would be part of the recipes and or if the names change, blah, blah, blah. You can banish this card from the graveyard instead. So again, it's got a nice little afterburn protection effect. Each of these effects is once per turn. But again, you can use multiple of the effects in the same turn. Also looks like we get another new one with the Vision Resonator, which again looks pretty awesome. And again, Fiend Tuner, if a level 5 or higher Dark is on your side of the field, you may special summon this from the hand. You may only special summon Vision Resonator once per turn this way, which is a great regulation for that. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add one spell trap that mentions Red Dragon Archfiend from the deck to the hand. Use this effect only once per turn, so this is going to be really good as well. Of course, we're going to get the Red Dragon Archfiend. We should have tons of these just laying around. Still a great dragon. We've got the Red Rising. Again, this is another great dragon. There's some really cool things that we have done with this card over the years. Mostly because it is a dragon synchro. I don't think this one's a tuner, though. It's just a really good 6-star. And again, I love the art on it. This must be our promo. And I'm going to say we could have had this as a token. because at least as a token it would be fine. But to give it stats without a star level feels weird. The obligatory, you can't use this in a duel. What does it say? Foolish king once forsook his... Forsook. I will be Googling that later to see if that's even a word. I would feel like that's the past tense of forsaken. Although, I don't know, maybe that they could have just said that. Forsook his land and friends, but this scarred soul was saved by a compassionate heart. He who was determined to live his own destiny shall save the world and become the true king, giver of happiness and loved by all. Again, I would have just liked this to be like a Jack Atlas token. This would have been cool. But it's still nice. I mean, it'll go in a binder. Red Supernova. Good card, great card. Hot Red Dragon, Arcfiend, King Calamity. Looks awesome. Scarred Dragon, Arcfiend. Looks awesome. Again, moving forward, I'm obviously going to have to read all of these. But we should have the 3x deck by tomorrow. Which would be Sunday. So yeah, should be fine. We get the Bone Arcfiend. Looks awesome. Looks like almost like a retrain of the Mad Arcfiend card. Good old classic Dark Resonator, Creation Resonator, Synchron Resonator, Red Resonator, Crimson Resonator. So many Resonators. The Vice Dragon, which like again at the beginning of Synchro, this card was like just goofy, crazy. It's just a 5. If only your opponent controls a monster. Special summon this, but its attack and defense are half. But it doesn't matter because you still got 5 stars out. Play a 3-star tuner, go into a big synchro. Battle Fader, this guy used to rock the block all the time. Especially Chaos Stun builds, Monarch builds. It's just good stuff. We got Red Sprinter, Red Warg. What looks to be like a retrain of the Panther Warrior. Joey Wheeler would be proud. So we get the Wandering King, Wild Wind. Looks like a little bit weaker, so maybe he's just part of the Panther Warrior's court. The Phantom King Hydroid, a little tuner action there. Magical King Moonstar. Absolute King Backjack. Red Dragon Assault Mode. Again, this is really cool because like Assault Mode was like this whole thing that only Synchros got. It was only like the big name Synchros at the time period. So this would be really fun. The Assault Beast lets you get your Assault Mode activate. Psy Reflector, Fire Ant Ascator, as well as the Ascator Dawnwalker. And again, this is just a good way of putting up tuner non-tuners and getting to 8. Couple cool reprints. We get Nessie, which is a little more important than getting Chupacabra. Chupacabra, I want to say was re-released. I want to say his last structure deck appearance, at least, was with... It was like Dark World or something. Maybe Dark World, maybe Sacred Beast, something like that. But Nessie's a great card to see as a common to join the collection. Again, which is the Black Forest. And again, if you guys haven't seen the errata on this, because maybe you've been playing too much Speed Duel, now the card goes, I want to say, at the end of the turn. So if this is sent to the field of the graveyard, add a monster with 1,500 or less defense from deck to hand, which you cannot activate cards or effects of cards with that name for the remainder of the turn. You can only use this effect once per turn. So no, you just can't like use that card's effect. So like something that could be like super broken, like if we were to go ahead and grab like, I don't know, Danger Chupacabra, we're not going to be able to activate Chupacabra's effects that turn. Does that mean that we can't summon it? Maybe, because it says activate cards. I would assume summoning would count as part of that. But it is what it is. We get a lot of cool spells and stuff, like Absolute Power Force and Crimson Gaia. I'm not sure this may be new. Resonator Engine, Resonator Call, Resonator Command. The Burning Soul spell card, which is actually fantastic card. Pot of Extravagance. So again, if you guys don't have Pots of Extravagance, or and again, I want to say this isn't the first time Pot of Extravagance has been common either. But this makes great for like common charity players. This makes great for anybody who wants to have multiple decks running at the same time. Just a good tech card. Fiendish Golem, nice card. Red Zone. King Synchro, Red Rain, Time to Stand Up. Fiendish Chain, haven't seen this played in so long. I'm wondering if maybe this is going to remind players that we have this. Powerful Rebirth, Assault Mode activate, which is nice. Terrors of the Overroot. And then we get some more cool synchros at the end. One of my favorites is actually this Scarlet Red Dragon. And it's just because he's got the best effect, I think, especially considering how much everybody special summons anymore. So it becomes a Red Dragon Archfiend while it's on the field or grave. And then once per turn, you can destroy as many other special summoned effect monsters on the field as possible with attack that's less than or equal to this card's. Then inflict 500 damage to the opponent for every monster card that was destroyed. So again, you know, they got like 6 cards, whatever. Somehow they don't have a bunch of negates for you. Well, then you could go ahead, you could pop all of those, plus any of yours that are there. And if we just count the opponent's 6 at the 5, that's like 3,000 damage already. So again, I just like him. He's kind of like a little jerk disruptor. He's cool. Hot Red Dragon, Archfiend Abyss. Good card. Archfiend Bane, fun. Red Nova. I want to say this is like some crazy 12 stars. So he should be like the hardest to play, but I don't think he's going to be all that difficult with everything that Konami just handed us. And again, for those of you who do better with lists, we'll just pull over a second box. You guys can check that out. So we're gonna do a 3 times build. I should have this done by tomorrow because I literally have all day today to build it. Except for like towards the evening. I got something going on, but again, I still got most of the morning. And honestly, we opened one of these last night to check it out. So it's cool. You guys ought to go get yours. And then the deck that we're going to give you tomorrow, you guys should be able to just walk up to your locals and just kind of own the zone when it comes to this. Will it be better than locals strength? Probably not. It is still just a structure deck 3 times. But this is going to be like the local meta for like a week or 2. So just enjoy it, guys. Go get yours. Come back tomorrow. Check it out. And then on Monday, we will get right back into the tournament. And then after that, we will go ahead and I should have this as like almost like a full power build. Just using the cards in my own collection, which again, I don't have anything from almost like the last year. So if there's something that would be like crazy, I'm sorry, it's still a casual channel. And again, it is more speed duel oriented at this point. So we're just gonna do our best. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna build you guys another deck list for it. And then we'll probably take the rest of the week off and then, you know, kind of get into stuff then. We'll talk about it later, okay? You guys go do me a favor. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Hopefully I get to check you guys again tomorrow. So till then, have a good one. See ya.